Now, in my previous video, I basically talked about doing a hair analysis before you get started with any haircut. Looking through the hair, seeing if there are any indications in the scalp that you obviously either should or should not touch this hair. Now, every client that you get as a barber, their scalp isn't going to be 100% the way you want it to look. Everything's not going to be clean, etc. Some people will have lice. That's something that me as a barber, I cannot continue. If I see anyone in my chair with a possibility to have lice or eggs or anything like that moving around in the hair, 100% no-go for me. Contrary to that, in my last video, I also spoke of people that may have bumps in the back of the neck, such as this here. Now, one of the things that we do as barbers is we use disinfectants. This is an all-in-one clipper spray by Babyliss Pro. Sometimes I'll use the Babyliss Pro, sometimes I'll use the Andis Cool Care. This particular time, I decided to give the Babyliss Pro a try. For years, I've used the Cool Care. This is the second time that I decided to give the Babyliss Pro disinfectant a try. So far, so good. I actually like it. So this is what you could use. So this should be strong enough to kill any bacteria, germs, funguses, or what have you before you get to your next client. So let's say you set someone down in your chair and their head looked like this, or any of these issues here. That's actually still, for most barbers, safe conditions to cut as long as you understand how to disinfect. That's what I do appreciate about barber school. Being able to get the proper education on how to disinfect your clippers, etc., just so you don't get anyone else into these extreme conditions. There's clients that I know that, let's say they were on a ship or for whatever reason they were out to sea. Sometimes this one particular client, I guess some guy was just cutting a lot of heads and he wasn't disinfecting his clippers from person to person, and someone basically got this on their head. Terrible condition, very hard to get rid of. Some people, basically, I always suggest my clients go to a dermatologist. They know generally exactly what to do with these issues. Once again, it is a very hard issue to get rid of. However, it is something that you could still, give a client a haircut if you see fit, as long as you're taking the right precautions to disinfect. Every client, even if their head does not look this bad, everything should be disinfected from one client to the next. Definitely. So even if you don't see someone with, let's say, their hair or head this bad, it's still possible to pass on other things that other client, the new client, wasn't susceptible to before.